guys, we're back with You Know Who, and we're at the stage of the training I like to call get with the program, or playtime's over. After the little stunt he pulled yesterday going after Tootsie, which caught Summer completely off guard, she did not see it coming, and my response to her was, I said at the beginning of the video that he had a problem with it. So, you know, that's how far ahead I could see the problem. So, if you told me that he had conflicts with the housemaid, I believe that. Anyway, but I love this dog. The point that we're at now is we need to be able to start micromanaging a heel. We couldn't do that before because there was no heel to micromanage. The heel that I've got now is very loose, very rough. So that's where I have to start micromanaging it down to a competition heel. So I was like, what? That's what you want to think of. This dog, if you had this dog trained young, would do a really nice competition heel. The problem with him is it's very hard in his mind to be disciplined enough to stay with you when his knee-jerk reaction is to keep going ahead all the time. Oh, and you know what? Because we're by Dr. Castro, I'm willing to bet at some point a dog is going to come in or out, so some of you are going to get the shot that way. Summer's going to rotate around. In fact, go ahead, just do that now. I'll go this way, you come back this way. Heel. Heel. Good. Heel. Heel. Down. The other thing I'm doing is I am now adding the nick to my down. Because after the little stunt he pulled yesterday, and I'm glad, when he did it, I shut him down, because Summer had already turned the camera off. And of course, my character's classic line, turn the camera on, turn it on. The opposite of stop filming, stop filming.
Oh, with him and Tootsie?
But yeah, that's the kind of stuff we need to get on video. So I have not, I haven't even downloaded it yet, but what I did, and the reason that worked, the reason that it worked, and the reason it will work on the majority of dogs with aggression problems, actually the only one I've ever seen it really didn't work on was that dog Bug, so I mean there is a percentage of dogs. Because the dog was previously collar conditioned, so it did not go all wacky in the mind when he got hit with the collar. What happened was, honestly, I'm going to go back and play the footage, but I would say it made the dog more clear in the mind. Oh, this is profound. Down. That was my pager. Good. Yay! And you see my byproduct was he's now facing me. It made the dog more clear in the mind, and I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. It became real clear what the problem was. Because prior to that, there had not been a problem. The collar was going along, we were conditioning with the collar, then suddenly there was a big problem, and suddenly there was a big problem with the collar if you were Axel. So I'm going to use my pager. Heel. 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 Down. So I'm going to tell you what I did right there, and I took a chance. But I pushed, I'm going to do it again. I pushed it down with my neck on 35, and I did it twice. And this dog, the reason he did it is because he's clearing the mind with when he feels the nick. I'm going to try to get him, no, down. That was just my pager. Good. Good. I got his attention. I'll try to get him to do two nice little tight turns if I can. Excellent. Good. Heel. Heel. I can only get him to do one. Hang on. Heel. He's eating my gloves. Heel. That's the deal with him. Good. 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 I got one turn right there I can do. Good. Heel. Axel. Good. I almost got it right there. Look. Almost got it. Almost got it. Good. Heel. Heel. Good. Down. And I'm going to tell you what that was. That was my nick. So what I'm doing right now, because this dog is, this this dog is in a heightened state of reality. In his mind, anything can happen in any minute. He's not calm and relaxed. He's hyper excited in any new environment. That's when you need to train him. That's when you need to add your down. Good. I'm actually getting more interesting to it. All right, I'm going to see, no, down. I'll tell you why I rewarded that. Down. Good. All right, so that's going to be what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do one turn and then a down. Heel. Good. Down. Reminds me a lot of Elliot, don't you think? Kind of his actions. Bossy, pushy. Alright, so this is what, alright, so this is where I'm at. This is you guys at home. You're training the dog. Let me assess what I got going on here. I can do a turn this direction, good. Once I start going that way, I lose the dog. So if I'm saying to myself, down, I want to gear the dog towards success, then I'm going to have him do the successful turn. He learns more from that. All right, I'm pushing with the nip. Down. Yay, yay. And he's still getting the fluid, pretty movement. That down is all one fell swoop. It's not, he's not making odd, funny head turns or anything. Axel. I got you. Nice turn. Axel. Down. Precious, precious boy. Heel. He's catching on. I'm going to heel. Heel. Go. Down. Heel. Down. Down. Yay! Heel. Down. Down. And I'm going to tell you what ideally I want. Down. And I'm going to tell you, I did turn my neck up right there, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he perked up when he heard that motorcycle. And if you told me he lunged and chased motorcycles, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. Let's just do it one more time. Well, he's doing great, though. And I mean, I've just now, no, down. You can see the difference in his downing between today and yesterday. It's not that he does it or not, you guys. And this is what I want you to understand. It's that I can use the collar to push him. But I can use the collar to push him. I could physically push him. That would be exhausting. So I have to be able to say there's going to be times with a dog like this, that push is going to come to shove, so I need to be able to push him. It's that simple. Oh, but he's doing fantastic. And he's finding me more fascinating by the minute. All right, watch. Axel, good. Axel, good. Heel, down, good. And it's all becoming very orchestrated. You can see his head. You can see his head when he feels that pager. All right, watch. Axel, down. Wonderful. I'll tell you what he's going to do, down. By the time I'm done with him, he'll be dropping like a stone. And again, he doesn't even really realize. I mean, he's not saying to himself. It's a pretty way of downing. That's the difference between this methodology and I'll do it one more time. Let's see, but hang on, get on his face. Let's see if he hears that bike. Well, you didn't hear it. But I'll tell you where we're going to get the full view of his bike tendencies. Next week, it's something called Biketoberfest. All right, look, I'm going to do it one more time. What I'm really, if I had to say to myself right now, what I'm more happy with and what I'm working on with is being able to get this dog to drop like that. I'm still waiting. What we need is for another dog to come out over here. Why? Where? She's so busy she can't even talk to me, but there's not even any dogs coming out. Or
You're right, get me going.
They're probably not even telling her right. They couldn't chase the clients off here faster if they tried. Heel. Good. Heel. Down. Wonderful. So what I'm saying, and yes, I'm doing my pager, but I'm making it all it's all going together. I'm pretty sure I could do a slow-mo. No, down. And really this body posture too. Good. Down. No. Remember the Layla thing. Good. If anything, I'm looking at that leg. Good. It's like in the army. Hit the dirt. Or maybe that's the SWAT team. No, I don't know.
Maybe that's the SWAT team. Maybe it's not that.
There was this wiggly pit bull that went in here. And I can tell you what kind of, I'm willing to bet what kind of dogs he doesn't like. Wiggly pit bulls.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to go. And you know what? So I've got that going pretty good. What I can say to myself while we're waiting is I can go back to working on my on my healing, shaping my heel, and I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do that by going back to my walking, not trying to say heel. By not saying anything. By not saying anything, I don't lose anything. You know, and if he wants to continue to make the leash tight, what can anyone do? That's your battle with attrition. Yes, I am adding the nick at this. That's where we're at. I'm adding the nick. Honestly, they don't know what. They really don't know what humans do. If you think that we sit around staring at this thing, we're looking at this thing, we're standing there yakking away for hours, they don't know. He doesn't suspect anything. So that was just my pager. Please tell me this is someone coming to the vet with a dog. Oh, of course not. All right, let's just work back down this way somewhere. Oh, well, I'm going to tell you the problem we're going to get into, though. The van is right there. Because this dog has a thing where it gets close to a vehicle. It starts sticking to it like a magnet. Down. So essentially what I did was push the dog down with the pager. I guess we're going to run, we're going to the park. I'm pretty sure there'll be a dog there, but I'll get one little slow-mo of this. But that's what I'm saying to myself. My job was to be able to get this, push this dog down with the pager. My job now is to be able to make sure down. Good. Yay! And I'm going to start having a lot more specificity as to what I think down is. And it's a state of mind, not just a behavior. And I'm looking at this leg already. My job now is to start down. Good, good. You see what I got there? He even pulled this elbow back. Is to start adding the nick to make sure that I can get the dog downing, regardless of what happens here. All right, now we're going to save that for the slow-mo. Look for that in the slow-mo.